Let me start with question number 1. What the hell were you thinking?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most notable times a celeb tried hard and possibly failed to get their point across.
Why do you have to argue so negatively and insulting to your guests or the other people out there?
They're not my guests. They're not my guests any more than they're your guests.
Number 10. Joaquin is desperate to remain in character, Late Show with David Letterman.
And you were terrific in the film. I really enjoyed your work.
Thank you.
As an early promotion for a stage documentary, Joaquin Phoenix turns this moment into performance art. He's deliberately playing a more aloof version of himself. As David Letterman dissects his guest, Phoenix hides behind the beard and sunglasses.
You're not going to act anymore?
No.
Huh. Why is that?
I don't know.
Audiences didn't know what to make of this appearance before it came out as a stunt. The host mostly pokes fun at the actor for his self-serious and stubborn work. Looking back, you see glimpses of the Joker star trying to stay in character. His experiment didn't exactly pan out, beyond this curious piece of late-night history. As for getting people to see his movie, the leading man basically failed.
And Joaquin, I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
Number 9. Oliver Stone talks Putin, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
So let's talk about Vladimir Putin, okay?
Oscar winner Oliver Stone made a name for himself writing films like Scarface and directing Platoon. He's also known for diving into controversial topics, with this Late Show interview focusing on his Vladimir Putin project. The director discusses having intimate access to the Russian leader and even seems to defend the man. Drawing backlash from the audience, the guest and his lenient stance on Putin doesn't garner any support.
He's devoted to his country, and I'm amazed at his calmness, his as I said, his courtesy. He never really said anything badmouth anybody, and he's been through a lot, and he's been insulted and abused.
Stephen Colbert gives the filmmaker a few chances to expand, but the latter's explanation feels oddly biased. The appearance puts Stone and his political beliefs in a complicated light. In retrospect, this comes off as an artist's weak attempt to placate a dangerous guy.
Anything about him negative you found? Anything?
Number 8. Jeff Goldblum tries to articulate the human experience, Stephen Colbert's live election night, Democracy's series finale, Who's Going to Clean Up This
I aspire to a yogic life of some kind. I'm meditating now. I think this can be a meditation if you find yourself present in this moment.
Okay.
Go, this is what's going on.
On the night of the 2016 election, many Americans were going through a diverse mix of emotions. Jeff Goldblum tried to articulate his own feelings as a guest on the Showtime special. With host Stephen Colbert guiding him, the actor mustered up some inspiration through the panic. It's not entirely coherent, but it ultimately ends with a message of positivity.
Here's what I think. Either we have, they say you're in the right place if you're one of these three things: enthusiastic about something, you're enjoying something, or you're accepting something.
Goldblum might not have been the ideal candidate for that night's show either. We can't get mad at somebody for working through their feelings on live TV. In his best attempt to make sense of the world, the Wicked star proves that improvising a profound answer isn't easy.
And maybe what's good gets a little bit better, and maybe what's bad gets gone.
Number 7. Chet Hanks defends his accent, Z-Way.
Trying to make me nervous?
No, are you nervous?
No, but you just say that because I try to make...
Do I make you nervous?
No.
Are you afraid of black women?
No.
If you know anything about Chet Hanks, you know how this interview will go. Z-Way uses her skills at needling the famous son for his worst ideas. These include thoughts about what accents he can and can't use. Talking about Jamaican patois, Hanks makes the segment awkward with his bold thoughts. He doubles down on his ability to say anything with whatever voice he deems fit.
I just know a couple things, couple 2, 3 things. Tings, you know what I mean? Couple 2, 3 things.
Bombo clan!
It's both shocking and somewhat hilarious in a dark way. There's something wild about the way he seems to fly in the face of good taste or self-awareness. The host milks the interview for all it's worth, setting up the man for a crazy appearance that you won't soon forget.
Sorry, I'm on the spot here. You know, it's not planned. Off the cuff. Off the cuff.
Number 6. Alex Jones Can't Be Contained, Piers Morgan Live.
Hugo Chavez took the guns, and I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
He's the subject of controversy for all sorts of reasons, with a penchant for conspiracy theories. This made his segment on Piers Morgan's show even more insane. Alex Jones is full of energy, spouting off his beliefs about all things gun control and more. He completely turns the show on its head too. Morgan can barely get a word in edgeways, unable to control his guest.
You will not take my right. You go through background checks to get guns. How about Prozac? You know the number one. Oh, that's the big sponsor, isn't it? Or that whole class of drugs.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, gotta cut that off, don't you?
Jones doesn't do a great job keeping his cool either. At one point, he even employs a British accent.
To murder.
I can speak in this accent as well.
Yeah.
This was all before his more recent run-ins with legal troubles and viral moments. The InfoWars host and his screaming became even more infamous here.
No. Your answers give more money to the psychiatrists and psychologists to put more crazy people on drugs that make them kill people, Piers.
Let's try and have a debate here.
Number 5. Norman Mailer makes enemies with everyone, The Dick Cavett Show.
Oh, I'm very fond of Norman. There's nothing he can do to attack me.
Unafraid to speak his mind, Norman Mailer becomes the villain of this The Dick Cavett Show episode. The author tries to act tough and flex his intellect for fellow guests.
That the need of the magazine reader for a remark which he could repeat at dinner was best served by writers with names like Gore Vidal.
Unsurprisingly, the other on-screen talent isn't impressed and neither is the crowd. This leads Cavett to make one of his best quips ever, leaving Mailer largely in the dust.
Why don't you fold it 5 ways and put it where the moon don't shine?
While the writer reels from the verbal setback, he mostly comes off as a pedantic and annoying jerk. He could have saved himself on multiple occasions, but he seems more interested in showing off his ego.
Gore may bring up everything because the contents of his stomach are no more interesting than the contents of the stomach of an intellectual cow.
Number 4. Michael Richards fails to clear the air, Late Show with David Letterman.
And for me to be in a comedy club and flip out and say this crap, you know, I'm deeply, deeply sorry.
After his time on Seinfeld, Michael Richards tries his hand at stand-up. One awful night on stage turned into a racist rant. He later joined Jerry Seinfeld's interview on The Late Show to apologize, but it only got worse from there. Richards appeared via satellite and awkwardly tried to make his case. With the audience laughing, the actor was helpless to do anything.
Said some pretty nasty things to some Afro-Americans, a lot of trash talk, and
Stop laughing, it's not funny.
His career continued to dip afterwards, and the performer largely avoided the spotlight for years. For many people, he's still known as the guy who went from Kramer to a disgraced comedian. This appearance on an iconic talk show was doomed to fail, creating a bizarre moment instead.
I certainly hope you don't have regrets about being on this show this evening. Thank you. All right, take care.
Number 3. Paris Hilton and the NFT grift, The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I jumped in.
I know, I heard. I'm so happy I taught you what they were.
You did. You taught me what's up, and then I bought an ape.
Back when people cared more about NFTs, celebrities seemed desperate to jump on the bandwagon. There's no better example of this than a soulless ad from Paris Hilton via The Tonight Show. Jimmy Fallon helps the guest explain the digital concept, but the audience seems bored of the ape artwork.
This is big. I think people are going to love this.
Well, if you love it so much, I actually am going to give you the first one.
It goes to show that most everyday people don't care about something so expensive and intangible. Hilton tries to be cool about it, but she and Fallon come off like two bad salesmen. We can only imagine what the producers were thinking when they tried to make this interview work.
I think that's the first NFT giveaway in television history. We love you.
Iconic.
Paris Hilton. Who else does that?
Number 2. Hugh Grant's apology, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Yeah. Well, it's not easy.
After being caught with a lady of the night, Hugh Grant went on an embarrassing press tour. This includes one stop at The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. You have to hand it to the actor for trying, but there's no getting around the scandal. He tries to make his case in the face of Leno's relentless jokes. Grant gives into the process, knowing ultimately that he's not wiggling out of this one.
Well, the fact is, I owe it to the studio, and the other thing is that although I've never been one to, blow my own trumpet, as they say, I think this is...
The The presenter and the audience seem thrilled to be there, but it's clear that the guest still feels humiliated about his mistake. At the very least, we commend the Love Actually star for enduring the trial by comedic fire.
The English press are far worse, aren't they, than the American press in this regard? Or maybe not.
Well, no, I mean, they've never been famous for their restraint.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Lester Maddox embarrasses himself, The Dick Cavett Show.
Now, Dick, I'm gonna give you 1 minute to apologize to the people you called bigots in Georgia. I'm gonna leave your show. Now, you do whatever you want to about it.
Oh, wait a minute, what are the terms?
Given his controversial reputation, Lester Maddox makes a not-so-fun trip to this show. Dick Cavett allows the southern politician to dig his own metaphorical grave. With guests like Jim Brown next to him, Maddox is outnumbered and eventually decides to leave.
No, good night.
Wait a minute, there's more time.
Good night, sir.
This also comes after some clever wordsmithing from Cavett. The host tries to get Maddox to explain himself, but things only get worse from there. After watching this segment, you won't be surprised to know the governor became a symbol of segregation. This desperate appearance even inspired the likes of Randy Newman to poke fun at it.
I know there are white bigots
Well, why don't
and
you
there are black
apologize to the people
bigots.
of Georgia, those friends of mine, for calling them bigots?
So, did we forget another celebrity interview that reeks of desperation? Let us know in the comments below.